Romantic relationships can be difficult to navigate, but strong friendships can be just as challenging. And here to discuss how you can upgrade your friendships is author of the book, Share Your Stuff, I'll Go First, Laura Tremaine. Welcome, Laura.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, friends are important. We need to talk about this. So what are the biggest issues you find people face in their friendships?
In general, I think that people just aren't sure where they fit. They're trying to find a place where they fit. If they're trying to make new friends, it sometimes feels like, putting a square peg in a round hole. Or if they're in long-time friendships, maybe they're growing out of them and they're slowly sort of changing. And it's really hard to let those friendships go. I think it's just hard to navigate friendship in adulthood.
That being said, I'd like to bring in Sarah, who wants to know how to navigate a friendship during major life changes.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi,
Sarah.
thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
Thanks for coming. What's going on?
I consider my friend Casey to be one of my dearest friends, but interestingly enough, our backstory, we actually did not like each other when we first met for about 2 years. There had been some misunderstandings and we did not like each other. We eventually decided to get dinner and just try to make the friendship work, and we instantly connected. We became close friends after that, so close that she was actually a bridesmaid in my wedding. She's now asked me to be maid of honor in her wedding, and we've been friends for about 5 years now. But rewind to last year, 2020, the pandemic hit. 2 weeks after the pandemic hit, my husband and I moved an hour and a half away. We'd lived in the same town as my friend, and we moved an hour and a half away. A month after that, we had our first baby. And a few months after that, my friend Casey got engaged. So she is now in the process of wedding planning. So because of that, and obviously the added challenge of the pandemic, I've noticed that we're having trouble connecting. And so I wanted to ask Laura if she could maybe offer some advice on how can we connect with this new distance and with all of our new life changes. How can we make sure that we don't grow apart and lose this friendship?
Well, Sarah, I'm so sorry you're going through these growing pains. I just don't want you to feel alone in this. I think a lot of people go through this. So on the one hand, when friendships like this start to change in a circumstantial way, sometimes you kind of have to just let it play out the way that it is. Maybe it will even out. And, when she's not so busy planning a wedding, when you're not stuck in the newborn days of all those hard motherhood days, you'll come back together. Or maybe then she will have a child and reach out to you because you went first and did that.
Right.
But if you really want to work on it and make it a very intentional priority, then there are some things you can do. Because you are both super busy right now, I really think that you should put something on the calendar. Maybe pick a thing that's consistent already. So maybe you watch a TV show together and then talk about it the next day, or listen to a podcast together and talk about it the next day. That's already set. Or you just sort of make a deal with each other every Tuesday at the first of the month, we're going to get coffee and we're going to download, and this is going to be a thing we do.